And hello everyone, welcome back for the sixth round of the ORL Car Championship. We are going to have another short oval after Milwaukee, and that race was not the best, say the least. Although we finished on a podium in third, we did not have the race pace and the strategy as well to compete with the others, so it was more like a miracle that we finished there. But today is a new day, and especially after the disappointment in the last race at Road Atlanta, hopefully we will have a much better one. Small technical information is that looking at the calendar, the next race is on Surfers Paradise, which is a track that I have never driven on before, but there will be no stream next week and I will not attend this race because I will not be at home. So I will miss the 7th round and I will be back for Pocono in 2 weeks time. So no race next week. So the next one will be Pocono. So back to Iowa. It's the shortest track on the calendar. Obviously the lap time is like 15 seconds long. We had a race there. I raced there twice previously in the Factor Flip championship last year, where we got the team's first triple podium. It was an awesome result. I made even a video about this one. But yeah, hopefully we can somehow repeat that success. But the problem is that Vladimir Loktav looks insanely fast out of nowhere. I don't know what he's doing, but they have found a very good setup, because the best time I was able to do was around the 15.5 range, and he is more than 2 times faster than that. Wait, you don't see anything, sorry. I forgot to change the layout again, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, and you didn't even see me anything from the game, great. So yeah, back to the server. So Loktav has a 15.2, and with the current circumstances, for me it is impossible to beat, like really. And yeah, it will be very difficult to keep up with him, but hopefully on the race we will be able to have better pace. And the tire wear is very critical here, so you need to take care of the tires, because ideally you would want to go for a 2-stop rather than a 3, because it is faster according to my calculations. What I've done yesterday or 2 days ago. So yeah, until then, let's do a few laps and yeah, get onto the track. Also, I need to practice the pit entry, because I have not done that many times. And whose car is this? Loktav car is the tilted one. And he already entered to the track in the wrong place. Oh my god, these guys are crazy behind me. We are racing on practice. Kashin side by side with me. And now he's ahead. Wow, it was a long fight, but a good one, actually.
That was a 16.23. That was a 16.18.
I don't know who is in the blue car at the moment. It could be Maxim, he has a bluish car, like light blue.
That was a 16.22. That was a 15.95.
Talbot did a 15.3 out of nowhere. Okay, interesting.
16.09.
I was not expecting that one, to be honest. But good for him, I guess.
All right, that was a 15.94.
Hopefully we still can be somewhat competitive to get on the podium.
That was a 16.01.
Where am I going? I think Carol is not available for this race as well. I think he said he will be ready to race in November.
0.27.
So he will miss out these 2 rounds, I believe. But I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, only 8 drivers so far. That's very bad, to be honest. Like, the attendance has definitely dropped a little bit in the last couple of events, but I don't know the reason behind it. Because in the beginning we
0.0.
had averages about like 12, 13 drivers. But in the last race we already only had 9, and this time we only have 8 so far, which is not very good.
All right, that was a 16.00.
Kashin, you shall not pass me.
That was a 15.98.
I mean, overtaking will be a little bit difficult, I suppose. So getting the track position early on would be beneficial. But we'll see how the race turns out later, obviously.
16.00. You got a car on the outside. You got a car on the outside. That was a 16.01.
I think I'm gonna box soon to check out the pit entry as well. I need to practice that as well. I think putting on some TC could be helpful. So yeah. That's still a few laps behind Sazen.
That was a 16.11.
Well, he's a little bit faster right now, so
That was a 16.
probably he has less fuel or something. I think something like this could be good, but yeah. I'm gonna do one more attempt now and then we'll see. Okay, it's not too bad even without it, so I don't think it's even necessary. But the one thing I wanted to find out quickly is a little bit longer gear ratio better or not? Because I'm hitting the limiter very quickly, okay.
You got a car inside.
So this could give me a little bit more slipstream.
All right, that was a 16 point.
But I'm not too sure. Probably I will just stick to the configuration what I have now. And yeah, we will see. Maybe on qualifying, but yeah. Alright, let's say we have 5 minutes of qualifying. The clock has hit 8. And yeah, only 9 drivers, which is a little bit of a shame to be honest, because it could have been a good season with more drivers, but yeah, it is how it is right now. But let's see what we can do. Deák is not here, Borkovic is not here, Mayer has also retired from the season, so yeah. 0 ORL guys here. Okay, let's see first lap.
That was a 15.78. That was a 15.69. That was a 15.69.
Okay, I think that was a bad idea to change the gear ratio now because it made the car slower.
That was a 15.64.
And we are P6 Talbot with a 0.2, man, what is this? Jeepers. Sazam with a 0.4. So yeah, let's try it again. I am 7th, jeepers. That's really bad.
All right, that was a 15.74. All right, that was a 15.96. That was a 15.51.
Maxim is on pole, dude. We are nowhere. Absolutely crazy.
All right, that was a 16.17. That was a 15.63. All right, that was a
Yeah, this also doesn't seem to work.
8.
So that's not the solution. At least not now.
All right, that was a
Okay then. P7. Dude, 5, 6, 7. for the team. We are nowhere, 2 tenths lower than the rest of the pack. I don't know how did Cezanne do points 39 there, but this order, man, Granadino left the game, but wow, oh my god, this is crazy. And now, by looking at these results, it's even more of a shame that Cezanne did not get the opportunity what he deserved in Indianapolis after the brilliant pole position, because now the others have caught up to us and they even overtook us here in this configuration. So yeah, wait, don't tell me Octave used max fuel and still beat us. Like, there is no way. There is no way. Oh my god, it will be even a miracle if we even score a podium. Ay ay ay, looking at these results. I'm going for a quick break and I will be back. So, let's see what did they write. Yeah, just a briefing for the race. Okay, it will be a very different race than what I imagined at first. I'm from 7th on the grid. Hopefully Granadino can join back soon. But yeah, we are officially slow here. That's a fact. The times are not lying. So what will be the plan now? Obviously, the main goal is to try to stay with the pack for as long as possible and then save some tires behind them. And hopefully they will, or at least some of them will go for a 3-stop. Yeah, the task is to save it, to make it with 2. That's the plan. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this will turn out. So yeah. And like last week, probably I will not check out the replays after this race because the Mexican Grand Prix is starting right after we finish, so there is no time for that. And I really want to see what kamikaze actions might happen into turn 1 there. The Mexican start is always crazy. And yeah, if that's the race pace, like they are doing 15.7, 15.5 immediately with max fuel, then we are so cooked. Because that's like 4 tenths faster. But it seems like to be the case. We will see, and hopefully we can still score some decent results. I don't know if Granadino is going to come back or not, most likely not. But I think they are asking him right now. Okay, Don Wings is also not coming. Looks like Granadino is gone as well. So in the end, only 8 drivers. And we are starting in the last row in that case. So yeah. Well, hopefully we still will have a good one, and good luck to everyone. And wish you the best.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Okay, so the restart zone is from the pit lane line to the start finish line. Okay, good. Alright, we are starting in the pit lane. I'm on the left hand side by the looks of it. And let's go. What is happening right now? Yeah, great. Maxim is out of the race for some reason. And we are starting from the pit lane. Okay, let's try it again. Hopefully with better success. Just survive and we'll be fine. We'll see about that. The thing is, we are actually very slow for some reason. We could only manage to get 5th, 6th and 7th, which is not good at all. But we'll see. Anything can happen, basically. Cezanne, wake up!
42.10.
Oh great, we already lost the pack.
You got a car inside.
And Maxim has crashed out instantly. Wow, what a start this is.
Alright, that was a 17.84.
Well, we have one less driver in the race, but we lost a lot of time already. GG Maxim, very well done.
Alright, that was a 16.31.
And the race is now,
16.28.
yeah, 1 minute longer than I expected, so it could make a difference, but we'll see.
All right, that was a 16.27.
And my throttle pedal is not working. Okay, now it's good. So, we'll see. 5 seconds behind already.
16.15.
Amazing. My tires are too hot, that's not good.
That was a 16.01.
I need to cool them down a little bit.
That was a 16.08.
Like this is fine now.
That was a 15.98.
Kind of, hopefully.
All right, that was a 15.95.
The lock tab is unmatchable right now. But maybe with this we can fight for the podium somehow.
That was
It will be good.
0.87. That was a 15.96. That was a 15.85. That was a 15.79. That was a 15.93. All right, that was a 15.79. That was a 15.84. You got a car on the outside.
Okay, we are switching. Hopefully we can catch up a little bit.
15.87. That was a 15.92. All right, that was a 15.78.
That's good. Again, a little bit too high.
That was
Temps.
a 15.76. All right, that was a 15.72.
We are almost getting lapped. Amazing. I mean, 60% after 25 laps is fine,
Right, that was a 15.78.
so nothing to worry about really. Hopefully Gunay can stay with me.
That was a 15.80. All right, that was a 15.83.
That's not good. Turn.
All right, that was a 15.75. That was a 15.71. That was a 15.73.
Talbot is boxing already, that's good for us, because we can beat him in this strategy. That could be actually good, that he's boxing this early.
15.92. That was a 15.79. That was a 15.76. All right, that was a 15.80. That was a 15.88.
So I think Talbot is on the wrong strategy. The others seem to be doing the same tactics.
All right, that was a 15.79. That was a 15.78. That was a 15.79.
So we are looking for a P4 at the moment.
15.74.
Lockdown is spitting, that also could be good.
That was a 15.66.
Kashir is staying out.
All right, that was a 15.66.
I am gaining back though a little bit.
15.72.
The gap was over 5 seconds previously. I'm gaining back.
That was a 15.75.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, that was a 15.67.
5 more laps. Okay, now I can push a little bit more.
82.
Ah, 3 more laps rather. Oh my god, he crashed out. I almost hit him. There is no way.
That was a 15.65.
Okay, one more lap. And I'm boxing. That was really bad.
That was a 15.96.
Okay, let's see.
All right, that was a 23.59.
Good stop. And let's see later.
That was a 36.75.
Wait, what happened to Octave? How he's a lap down? Wait.
That was a 16.22.
There is no way he lost a lap. Wait.
All right, that was a 16.16.
What happened here? How did Vladimir lost a whole lap? That's really interesting. Okay.
All right, that was a 16.15.
And we are already ahead of Talbot. And oh my god, one of the Cupras had a huge crash. Sezen, oh no.
That was a 16.14. You got a car inside.
What is happening in this race? Why am I P1? How?
All right, that was a 16.20.
Oros is 7 seconds behind me now. Dude, guys, relax, man. Kashin crashed out, Maxim crashed out, Sezen had a huge crash, we undercut Talbot, Loktav somehow lost a lap out of nowhere. What is this? I'm just doing my own business and seems like everybody is crashing out for some reason.
That was a 15.98.
I mean, I take it really, but yeah, whatever.
That was a 15.99.
Loktav is going in the pits again. He has no chance to fight now.
90.
This is looking very promising for us now. All of a sudden. Out of absolutely nowhere, I was fucking 7th in qualifying, like 7th.
83.
And now we have a huge chance to win this race and no one is even close to me right now. Like, what is this? It's pretty much the same as in most sport, basically.
02.
Kind of. I'm just doing my own business and everyone is crashing out left, right, and center.
That was a 15.98. All right, that was a 15.93. That was a 15.85. That was a 15.86. You got a car inside. That was a 15.90.
Did I swear Loktav can't finish a race? I don't think he even finished one race this season.
95.
Like, he can be bloody fast, but he is not able to reach the checker flag, then it means absolutely nothing. I think he has 0 points, but maybe you can check
82.
that out.
That was a 15.97.
It feels like no one wants to win this race except for me.
That was a 15.76. All right, that was a 15.70. You got a car inside. That was a 15.88. All right, that was a 15.80.
Like, we might have been very slower in qualifying, but at least we have, consistency in the race. And Guna is in second place as well, so we are on for a Cupra 1-2 after that absolutely disaster of a
That
qualifying.
was a 15.91. All right, that was a 15.94.
I mean, the only problem is that I pitted a few laps earlier than Gunay,
Alright, that was a 15.8.
and might save a little bit more towards the end. Might have to save.
That was a 15.83.
But I think should be fine, to be honest.
That was a 15.86.
I'm putting more fuel in the car just in case.
Alright, that was a 15.73.
Because in last week I also miscalculated by 1 liter, and I don't want to repeat the same thing again.
You got a car inside. Alright, that was a 15.92. Alright, that was a 15.86. That was a 15.77. Alright, that was a 15.89.
So 12 laps we can do.
That was a 15.94. That was a 15.98. Alright, that was a 15.78. Alright, that was a 15.86. Alright, that was a 15.84.
Okay, I don't have car damage, that's the most important thing.
That was a 15.88. Alright.
4 laps.
15.85. Alright, that was a 15.85.
Okay, 3 laps.
That was a 15.99.
Okay, 1 last lap, and I'm boxing this lap.
Alright, that was a 15.77.
I almost fucked it up. I went over the line a little bit, but I think it should be fine.
All right, that was a 23.20.
But we'll see. Kuna is pitting as well, so only one lap difference between us.
38.71. You got a car inside. You got a car inside. That was a 16.66.
Okay, you can go, just please don't slow me down too much.
That was a 16.46.
The gap is still 7 seconds. And we can just manage this home.
That was a 16.39.
Basically. No need to do anything special, just bring it home from now on. 12 minutes. We have more than enough fuel now.
All right, that was a 16.14.
I put in 10 liters extra just in case.
That was a 16.02.
Unfortunately, Cezanne is all the way at the back of the pack.
That was a 16.03.
I don't know what's happened with him. And he is only one lap down on Kaya.
15.90.
So maybe he can come back. There he is.
That was a 16.04. All right, that was a 16.23. That was a 15.95. All right, that was a 15.91. All right, that was a 15.94.
Okay, so 10 minutes.
All right, that was a 15.89.
Gunay is closing a little bit. He gained 1.5 seconds
7.
on me already. Okay.
0.96.
What am I doing? Wait,
Alright, that was a 15.93.
why is he closing that rapidly? Oh, the extra fuel might not be good now. Because I'm...
15.92.
How did he gain 2 seconds? What is going on?
Alright, that was a 15.95.
Maybe he's using more tires to try to catch up.
That was a 15.88.
Okay, so it is still not over.
Alright, that was a 15.88.
He's gaining a few tenths every lap. I might need to push a little bit more, honestly.
15.82.
I mean, the tire seems fine, so... If he's pushing, then I will do it as well.
15.79. Alright, that was a 15.88. Alright, that was a 15.86. That was a 15.76.
Okay, now it's kind of stable at around 4 seconds.
Alright,
6 minutes.
15.77.
The tire should be fine for the end. Obviously, he does not have much fresher tires as well.
That was a 15.69. Alright, that was a 15.79. Alright, that was a 15.63. That was a 15.74. That was a 15.70.
Okay, now I gain back a few tenths as well. And Cezanne is in front of Kaya
Alright,
as well.
a 15.89.
Let's see if he can finish in P5 in the end. I mean, 44% with 4.5 minutes to go. But these guys are a little bit scary behind me. They are fighting for position. Oh no.
Alright, that was a 15.75.
Guys, please don't do anything stupid. I don't know if I should just let them by or because yeah, this is a little bit of a scary situation.
You got a car inside. All right, that was a 15.8.
Obviously, I don't want to lose time to Gunay as well unnecessarily. But they are fighting crazy behind me for the last podium.
That was a 15.66.
Shazam, please save me.
All right,
Jeepers.
15.81. That was a 15.84.
Okay, now get back to 6 seconds and Talbot actually overtook Kashin. Two minutes to go.
All right, that was a 15.83.
Hopefully he will not do anything stupid.
That was a 15.87.
Okay, well. I mean, I have a good buffer.
That was a 16.10.
So should be fine though, honestly. 2 minutes. 1.5 actually, but whatever. Kashin can't keep up with him, so Talbot
15.87.
will finish on the podium by the looks of it. And now I can, from now on, full push to the end.
That was a 15.71.
I have more than enough fuel, even too much. And now the gap is back to 7 seconds, so I think Gunay was just pushing a little bit earlier than me. But now I gained back the difference.
All right, that was a 15.67. That was a 15.76. That was a 15.7.
And the last lap of the race. And for the second time this season and third time overall, I came home to win in Iowa. Absolutely brilliant. Wow, I'm so happy now. Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about. GG, no pace, no problem. We have consistency. Yoo-hoo, let's go. Vinay? Join me. Great. Let's go. Absolutely amazing. Fantastic. Well done, team. Well done. I'm so happy now. Woohoo! 1-2 finish has an, I think, I'm not sure, but I think he got P5 in the end. Oh my god, third victory for me. It was not a very difficult race after all the guys have crashed out. So yeah, I am so happy now to the team. We have done it with some luck, but we made no mistakes, stayed consistent, pushed when it mattered, and yeah, fantastic results. But now I have to go because the Mexican GP is starting in like 2 minutes. So yeah, like I said earlier, there will be no race, no race for me next weekend. The others will go to Surfers Paradise, but I have to skip that race because I will not be at home. But yeah, I will be back for Pocono, and I really needed this result, man. It feels so good to get the third win of my career. Let's go! And yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I don't know what carnage we will get in Mexico at turn 1. It will be a fiesta, so don't miss out that one as well. But yeah, thank you so much and see you in 2 weeks time. Bye bye.